Overnight, Alamo and his followers fled the compound, taking Susan's body with them.
A lot of people know where I'm at. I don't want...
FBI has started to look at him carefully. Criminal charges were brought against Tony Alamo for the beating of Justin Miller. Liens were placed on his property to secure money that he owed for IRS, wage and salary standard violations, as well as restitution for people that he had harmed. When Tony was on the run for those 2 years, he was hopping all over the country, but he was carrying with him a cell phone. New technology helped the U.S. Marshals to start to pinpoint where he was. And they started following that signal of his cell phone, and they could see point by point where he was, until finally they zeroed in on his neighborhood in Tampa, Florida.
He's been hiding here in the Bay Area for 2 years. On Friday, his hiding came to an end.
And that's where they finally nailed him.
What's going to happen to your cult now?
My what?
What's going to happen to your so-called cult now that you're...
I don't have a cult. It's a church. This is not a... Oh, it's a church.
Tell us about your church. Tell us, what do you do?
Preach the King James Version of the Bible, the Old and New Testament.
Well, if it's so good, then why are you being held by federal officials?
Why did Jesus get held by federal officials and the Apostle Paul and everybody else that ever preached the true gospel?
Do you liken yourself to Jesus Christ?
I'm certainly saved by him, of course.
The federal officers arresting Tony that day arrested him for child abuse violations, for tax evasion. Little did they know at the time that shocking revelations were coming from behind closed doors that would make the case even stronger against Tony Alamo.
He asked me if I wanted to marry him. I was 8.